It's the post-home show! No, it's no.
It's the post-home show? Woo! It's the go-home show of SummerSlam.
It's Ric Flair's last match, and this could be my last video, because I'm a botching bastard. But yeah, SummerSlam, just now 6 days away. Or should I say 5 nights away, since it is on Saturday. I don't know how I feel about these Saturday pay-per-view shows. I mean, I'm not too sure. And I don't know how I feel about Jeff Jarrett going to be on SummerSlam as a referee, but then 24 hours later he's taking part in the most important match in fucking years, like, and
yeah,
it's mad that the most important match in years has got 73-year-old Ric Flair in it, like, but it is what it is. Anyway, we'll make a separate vid on that. We're here to talk about Raw. We kick off Raw with Logan Paul and The Miz brawling in the ring. I think they were trying to go with a, anything can happen on Monday Night Raw kind of feel, but I mean, end of the day, it's just a scripted brawl, like, I mean,
at least it was a different way to kick off the show. But I mean, but Vince could have done this.
True.
Like, did you watch this and think, Vince is gone?
The show's getting better now with Triple H in charge. I mean, no, I didn't.
I mean, I would say there was wee elements that were different, but then I wouldn't. But then you could just argue that with fucking.
No, but
there was nothing groundbreaking here.
It didn't make any sense, in my opinion, for the show to start with these two brawling. Why would one come out before the other one and call them out before the show starts? I thought it was a bit shit, like, but I mean, whatever. They have a brawl. I mean, The Miz and Logan Paul, you know, it should be a decent match or whatever, but I don't really care for it.
No. I mean, who's winning it? Miz?
I'd say Logan Paul, like.
I'm going Miz with the help of Tommaso Cheap Sauce, however he's called. But yeah, brawl here. They kick off the show. We've got Impulsive TV later on. You looking forward to that?
Aye.
What was next? Are we going in order here of the clips, or the order we watched it?
The order of the fucking clips, you mongoloid.
Well, that's alright. We have the Bloodline. Roman Reigns, the big dog, returns. Bores us some more, doesn't he?
He does, aye.
He does. Out comes Austin Theory with his Money in the Bank briefcase. Reigns basically says, "Where's your daddy?" Referring to
your daddy's not here anymore.
And like, the crowd think Reigns is fucking great for this.
Yeah, I mean, one wee comment, like, and we're supposed to believe Roman Reigns is the fucking man, is The Rock, like, because they made a wee comment about McMahon no being there.
And the delivery's shit.
I know, it's like, so monotone.
Where's
it's like,
your daddy?
I mean, literally.
My name is Keith Lee.
Yeah, that's who he reminds me a wee bit of. It's like, oh, maybe you need a wise man. Oh, he needs another Paul Heyman. Who gives a shit? I think Roman Reigns is massively overrated, like, massively overrated.
I know, they've just kept the belts on him and kept the belts on him and kept the belts on him.
I was bored of this whole Bloodline shit over a year ago. And it's still fucking going on, like, so. I mean, I'm not saying it can't go on, but it's literally the same shit. Hey, wise man. Hey, wise man.
Hey, Oos, you got this. Big match, Jey Uso.
Anyway, yeah, so that they're leaving. One of the Usos slaps Theory in the back. Theory then starts hitting him with the briefcase, and Uso didn't even sell it. He just kind of turned around and went to attack Theory, but like Roman Reigns held him back, and it was very fucking weird here. Normally when you get hit with a briefcase, the metal briefcase or whatever, you sell it and you go down. I've seen main eventers lose matches due to getting hit with the briefcase, yet Austin Theory hit Jey Uso a bunch of times with it, and Jey Uso just turned around and looked at him.
Yeah, I don't know what they were going for here. Was this off script or something? Was he supposed to return the tap where he tapped him, but this time with a briefcase? Only time will tell, will it?
Aye. Then we get Drew McIntyre versus Austin Theory, or Theory as he's known now. The Austin name's gone.
Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, Theory. What is it with them dropping names?
Well, I kind of like it when someone has two names.
Yeah, it's like Antonio Cesaro sounded better than Cesaro. Even though he's, what is he now, Costin Ugly or whatever the fuck he's called. Who knows, but yeah, I mean...
No, but why can't his name be Austin Theory, but people just call him Theory? It's like Steve Austin. I mean, it's not like they stop calling him Steve. But yeah, a lot of people just refer to him as Austin.
Yeah.
But Steve Austin was still his name.
Exactly. But Not here.
Shawn Michaels, some people in promos would just refer to, yo, Michaels, you know, like...
Sean.
Or Nash.
It's BK.
You refer
Diesel.
to someone as Nash. Or Benoit.
Hey, yo. Yeah, I know Benoit.
Hey, Benoit.
Hunter.
But you know what I mean? But you don't have to...
Taker.
You don't have to completely take away their first name. Like, you can just call them by their second name on occasions where you want to. Anyway...
Talking of jobber, so Sheamus' wee band of misfits come out.
Aye, it's a 4-on-1 beatdown, and the next minute Bobby Lashley comes out, dun 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 dun, dun runs out. They start brawling. This sets up a tag team match. Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre versus Theory and Sheamus. Cool spot where Theory's like lying against the barricade on the outside. Bobby Lashley's going for his big spear, and Sheamus just does the bro kick out of nowhere from behind the lamppost or the corner post or the ring post.
The lamppost?
Whatever, mate.
Aye, the ring post, that's what it is.
That's what it is. And Sheamus like, oh, I showed you.
I'll show you, you'll see.
Alright, Stevie Richards.
I fucking wish Stevie Richards was on this show.
And then Austin Theory's about to hit the A-Town down on Bobby Lashley, and the next minute Dolph Ziggler just randomly appears. And then Theory like looks at Ziggler and gets distracted.
He did it last week, to be fair.
Yeah, but I mean, why?
And
then Theory gets put in the hurt lock, and all of a sudden he just taps out. It's like, where are they going? Who cares about Dolph Ziggler at this stage, really?
Yeah, Fury seems like he's getting buried though, week in, week out.
Right, Bobby Lashley then, well, maybe that means he's going to win the briefcase. Bobby Lashley then, wins, picks up the win for his tag team. Then we relive a promo package. Rey Mysterio's career, shows you him through ECW, WCW, WWE, all that stuff, and him winning titles and winning the Rumble, going on to Mania. I mean, that's probably what he's most well known for. Like
that 2006 run.
Even though, to me, that's definitely not my favourite Mysterio run or whatever. I didn't really like it. See the way they were doing the whole Eddie thing.
Yeah, they were just ramming it in your throat.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Mysterio at that stage, like, but that's probably...
I mean, the Rumble match was good, and so was the Triple Threat match, but I just...
No, you would, but I mean, I think if they're going to... I mean, if they're going to push anybody for Guerrero, I mean, I think it should have been Chavo, like, but, I mean, fair enough. Like, I get it.
Yeah, but Chavo winning the world title, I just didn't...
At WrestleMania?
Nah. Losing 8 seconds.
Oh, Chavo! Down, down.
He then gives an emotional address. We hear Nate. I mean, when was the last time Conan has Conan even been mentioned in WWE prior to this?
K-Dog, Viva la Raza.
Is he actually
Dean Malenko?
Well, obviously Malenko has, but would you put money on Conan actually not being mentioned in WWE before this point? Like actually on the mic? Who else would have mentioned him?
I don't know, LW or something like that. No.
What, WCW?
Alright, I know. I mean the guys that come in the lawnmowers.
Why would they?
I don't fucking know. Eddie Guerrero? I don't know, somebody, man. Aye, probably Eddie or Chavo.
And what? Why would they mention Conan? Like,
because he's Mexican. I don't fucking know.
Because he's Mexican.
Maybe they share burritos with him. Fuck at KFC. I don't know.
Edge, Batista, Kurt Angle get a mention here. No mention for Chris Benoit. What do you make of that?
Chris Benoit.
Are we surprised or?
Well, probably they want fucking Jordan Grace tweeting him after the show. What are you mentioning Benoit for? Benoit.
You couldn't hang with Benoit, Ray.
Of course he's not going to mention Benoit. Anyway, Balor comes out and basically ruins the party. We have a match. Shit match at that. Balor tries to do the Eddie Guerrero thing. Fails at it. Ray does the Eddie Guerrero thing. It's a success, but the woman referee doesn't DQ them anyway, so what was the point? And then we did get a double
why couldn't they get DQ'd, but then the 619 happens anyway?
We get a double 619. And then Rey Mysterio picks up the win, and I'm just thinking, watching this, how the fuck is Rey Mysterio this? What age is he? 50, 41, 48? 48?
51, and then 41, 48,
49, 52, like, what is he?
I'd say he's at least 48, like...
Oh, let's go 48.
Well, put it this way, he's been wrestling since fuck knows.
Show me some... Name me a cruiserweight in WWE that moves better than Rey Mysterio.
You'll be hard to find one. Dominic Mysterio. Does he move better than Rey Mysterio?
Maybe in 25 years' time, when Rey's like half dead.
But Dominic will be about 50.
Aye, well, if Dominic stayed the age he is now. No?
No, I think Ray could still... I think Ray could still have a match at 73. Like Ray would... I think Ray would... I mean, Ricky Steamboat put on a good match. It wasn't 73, like, but...
True. Anyway, right, Mysterio's win. Good for them. celebrate Ray's 20th anniversary. Personally, I would like to see Ray get one last title run. Is it going to happen? Probably not.
No, because Reigns holding both belts hostage.
Speaking of hostage, I mean, I feel like I'm being held hostage every time I have to listen to Bianca Belair. She comes out, Becky Lynch interrupts her. Bianca says, "Oh no, I know you want to speak, but I'm gonna finish what I want to say." And then she just goes, "I'm the best, strongest, fastest, horses." Like, fuck
this
off.
bitch.
I see the EST shit. I hate it. I mean, no one can watch this and tell me she's good.
I'm not take this could have been an attitude era level Raw, and see this, it would have just killed anything going. This was horrendous. This is like nuclear heat. It's the same shit every week with these
I'm the
two.
bestest, the fastest, the strongest, the smartest. Oh, fuck off. Oh, you're the fucking shittest, right? That's the only ESTR in my mind.
Number one.
Check out the video, 10 reasons why Bianca Belair sucks, and if you disagree with it, then I'll make 10 reasons why you suck.
She's not the strongest. She's not the biggest. She's not the quickest. She's the shittest.
She's actually none of those things. It's actually
She's
funny.
the shittest, but that's it.
I mean, like, realistically, it just doesn't make sense for you to say you're the like everything, because I mean, it would be very hard for you to actually back that up.
Unless you're Brock Lesnar, who's fucking pretty much good at everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True. But,
Charlotte could say.
yeah, like, I feel like kind of all round, Charlotte probably is up there in every kind of department. Whereas I definitely don't think Bianca Belair is, like, I mean, but, it is what it is, like, I mean.
Yeah, beat down between these two. Do we care? Becky Lynch looking pretty weird, looking like some The Walking Dead season 11. The quote someday. Looking forward to their match.
Aye.
Are you?
Well, since you brought up Walking Dead, elaborate, mate. Well, who does she look like from The Walking Dead?
Are they called Peacekeepers?
I think so.
The Peacekeepers from The Walking Dead. Also, that music video. What's that one from they call it Euromythics or something?
What?
Can't remember. Some song in the 80s looked like that.
Move on, right? Bianca,
Move on.
They have a fucking brawl. Who cares?
It's the same shit every week.
This feud's been going on for a year. I want to see something. I mean, I don't even like Bayley, but can we bring her back just so we can get a different face in the main event in these women feuds? Bring Sasha Banks back as well, and I don't know, bring anybody back at this stage. Bring the Bellas back. Just stick Maurice in the main event. I mean, I'm just sick of the women's division. I mean, I feel like I don't know how many times like we need to see these two or the combination of Charlotte and fucking Ronda, but it's too much.
Yeah, it's just overkill. It just shows you that, like, in the past, like with men's, like just new people are created, even though like they are shit. I mean, like not like Reigns and Rollins or Rock and Austin, but it's so stagnant. You know what I mean? Like you look at periods of wrestling, see over like 6 years, these women all came up 6 years ago.
See on Raw, the only two main event guys, right, from the Ruthless Aggression era onwards, the only two guys on Raw that I remember constantly sort of battling in the main event was Michaels Triple H.
But it warned.
But their whole thing was kind of like the feud just was ongoing. Like, see Triple H, like he would always like feud though against somebody else, and it would be like a couple of months, then he'd move on. And I'm not saying they would never meet up again in a multi-man match, but see when Triple H had the feud with Booker T, when that was done, he moved on. Nash moved on. RVD moved on. Goldberg moved on. It's like
Benoit.
Fuck me.
Orton.
It's like the women says the same fucking shit. It's like it's
fucking horrendous. And talking of horrendous, we have Fat Drop. Doudrop taking on Alexa Bliss.
I don't get it. Nikki Ash distracted Bliss at the start of the match. Doudrop ran and did like a crossbody on Alexa Bliss, which is supposed to be her finisher. Like when
if it ain't her finisher, it should be, because I mean that landing on you should be good night.
No, but like they do it sometimes where the person's like sitting down and then she does the crossbody on them and that puts them away. Well, surely standing up would have a lot more velocity and impact.
Yeah, like whiplash effect.
So I mean that should be an even like more impressive move. And Alexa Bliss didn't even see it coming. And then Doudrop had her full body weight on her shoulders. I mean, surely she shouldn't be kicking out of that. But for some reason she did.
Yeah, and it's... Could you see Doudrop getting put into the main event picture? Is that the only way to make it worse?
And psychology-wise, it just seems shit. Like, when in a match, like back in the day, when would the big fucking person ever start off with a big move like that? That would be a move that, like, turns the tide of the match. I mean, just no, but psychology though. I mean, the smaller person always starts off quicker, and gets strikes in and stuff like this.
Nah, well, not today. They don't have any
Nah,
psychology.
but could you imagine Big Daddy Fee versus Rey Mysterio in like 2007? You tell me Big Daddy Fee would start the match off with a flying crossbody
No.
and then dominate. I mean,
Well, if he did, it would start and end the match. So.
just that made fucking zero sense to me. Like, then we get Maurice and The Miz and Ciampa on Impulsive TV.
That didn't last long.
No, Logan Paul says he's got tiny balls. Maurice kind of slaps the mic out of Logan Paul's hand. She's got like a purse made out of like big balls, and then Logan Paul says, "Oh, you've got bigger balls than The Miz." And I get they're trying to put Logan Paul over here, but it's like he's not the first person.
You know what?
This is like a running joke.
This was actually funny last week, but see, and I think they did it like before as well. But
I mean,
they get something that's all right, and then they just
is that it though? Is it every single week?
It.
Are we going to get a different person just saying to The Miz, "Oh, you've"?
It's like see when Titus O'Neil fell and near broke his neck. It was fucking brilliant. I was in tears, but then they just kept doing it, and it wasn't funny.
They did the same thing with Nia Jax.
My hole.
So I mean, it is what it is. Eventually Ciampa interferes and The Miz and Ciampa beat down Logan Paul, but it takes him about 10 attempts because Logan Paul keeps getting up and attacking both of these guys. So I don't know. I think Logan Paul's going to beat The Miz at SummerSlam, but we'll see. We then get a promo backstage. Street Profits and the Usos. We've got Jeff Jarrett in the middle keeping the peace. And it's almost like the two teams are scared of Jeff Jarrett. This was like a school teacher and the other pupils. He was like laying down the law, and then they were listening to him. And then when they tried to like communicate with each other back and forth, Jarrett was stepping in and he was like, "Hey, what did I tell you about that?" And then like he turns his back and they're like whispering to each other, and it's like, fucking hell, it's 4 grown men here. Why would they be afraid of Jeff fucking
Very
Jarrett?
similar to Styles and Bryan in McMahon's office in the Money in the Bank.
That's what I got from this. Just shit. At least for McMahon, you can buy it a wee bit, even though it did make them look. You know what I mean? Like you got Bryan and AJ fighting for a shot at to win the briefcase and become world champion, and they're like cowering to McMahon and fixing his chair in place. And
it was funny, but
yeah, I know it was funny. I know, but it's not. In my opinion, that's 24/7 title stuff. See if it's R-Truth and Tosawa doing it, fair enough, that's funny. See when it's two guys that are supposed to be main offenders going for the world title. What? No. See that Money in the Bank match? Say that was 20 years ago, and you replace Styles and Bryan with Austin and Rock. And it's not heel Austin like when he's kissing McMahon's ass, it's face Austin.
Yeah, doesn't happen.
Of course it doesn't fucking happen. We bury him right there and then.
Scroll up.
Joke.
Scroll up.
Anyway, fucking Jeff Jarrett sucks. Although I am kind of looking forward to his tag team match with Ric Flair. We then get the Judgment Day attacking Rey Mysterio, which we didn't see, but apparently it happened.
No, that's basically just revealed the return of Rhea Ripley. This is where I seen the meme that she actually had an interaction with Alia.
Yeah, so she has
feel that whole fucking.
She has like an interaction with Alia Mysterio, and honestly, I don't know if like Alia Mysterio dumped Buddy Murphy, and then he just decided to date Rhea Ripley. But
Buddy Murphy.
I mean, surely he did not dump Alia Mysterio to go with Rhea Ripley.
Hopefully not.
And I'm sick of people saying in the comments, "Oh, Rhea Ripley's gorgeous." I mean,
she's a man.
She legit fucking looks like a man. I mean, maybe like 6-7 years ago she looked alright, but not now. And it was just weird. She's wearing an "I'm Your Pappy" shirt.
Maybe for all the weird YWC
transgender
that live
vendors
in their fucking families' basements.
Well, who knows? Anyway,
the quote Scott Steiner there.
Yeah.
So we didn't.
Holla, if you hear me. What do we get next?
AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler versus the Alpha Academy.
Big win for AJ and Dolph Ziggler. I think they won. Can't fucking remember, to be honest.
I mean, how have you got AJ Styles doing nothing going in SummerSlam?
Is he on SummerSlam?
That's what I'm saying. He's doing nothing. That's literally what I just said.
No, I thought maybe he meant he's doing nothing, but he's going to have a match at SummerSlam. Anyway, right, AJ Styles.
Why not? Why can't it be like Ray versus Styles for the IC belt or something? Ladder match.
Oh, that's the match that we need, really. Then we have Riddle and the Street Profits versus the Bloodline. Nay Brock Lesnar, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Roman Reigns. This match would have made more sense like 2 months ago. when Riddle was actually challenging Reigns for the belt.
Yeah, it should have just been Rollins.
Yeah, we get Reigns. He wins, hits the spear or whatever on Riddle, and then after the match, Rollins comes out and hits a curb stomp onto Riddle, and he used like the steel steps to like hold his neck in position, and they're making it as if, oh, Riddle's seriously hurt, and why did Rollins do this? I'm also thinking, why did Rollins do this? Because it seems like, I mean, you can understand if he was doing this to Cody, but I mean, it seems like he's went over the top here. Like, what is the beef between Riddle and Rollins?
Exactly. It's just literally last week they were on the KO show and he used him as the ambush. And he was burying Randy a bit. But here, like, you make it out they're having like a 9-month feud.
Yeah.
Something he was doing with Rhodes.
Anyway, that's it. Raw, I thought it was pretty shit. First non-McMahon Raw. People said it was going to get better. I mean, I've watched the last... I think this is the worst Raw I've seen in quite a number of weeks, like, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Last week's was actually had some alright stuff.
I'm pretty sure the last couple of Raws I've watched, I've been rating it like between 3 and 5. I'm pretty
sure. 4 then? No, I'm joking. I know what you mean. Yeah, this was the worst. I mean, Mysterio's promo was alright.
Yeah, no, I like Mysterio's promo, and I'll give it a 2.
I'll give it a 2 as well.
I'll give it a 2.
Logan Paul and The Miz was alright.
I mean, I guess Roman Reigns saying, "Oh, your daddy's gone." It's not bad or whatever, but I mean, a couple of okay matches, like, but nothing really stood out. I mean,
you get fuck all interaction with Vince and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, none. That time he got arrested. Like, anyway, that's it. 2 out of 10. Let us know what you thought down below. Catch you in the next one. Till then, no.
Peace.